Go ahead, Mary. Mary, go this way. You lost her. Go back. Go back and get her. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Go get her. Mary, call Latte. Good job, Mary. You're so good. Oh my goodness. Hello. You having fun? I love watching baby lambs. So cute. Oh, I didn't know you were ready. Here. So some of them got out when we were moving the fence, and I didn't know that Sean was ready to come in. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. So although they don't get green, it is helpful in moments like this. Latte's like, what is going on? What is everybody so excited about? Oh. Good job, Farmer Sean. Anyhow, we got our fence line moved in away from our back fence. So we will show you when it's all done how this looks afterwards. You playing with your sissy? Okay. Okay, so this is one of our more woody areas along the fence.
I'm gonna start getting the line.
Okay. Bosco's over there hanging out under the tree. He's so handsome. My gosh. Yeah. Maisie, you're hanging out with me? Good girl. So this is an area that we're going to be kind of clearing out here. And this would be a lot of work for Sean to do, by hand without machines. So we actually have a good barbed wire fence on the back side of our property. And most of it's pretty okay, but there's some areas along here where it gets kind of woody, and we wanted to put up electric fence. And so they're going to come along this and they're going to clear all that area, so we should be able to walk along this whole part of the fence from one end to the other. And if we wanted to do an electric fence line on the inside, we can do that. And that would be helpful because this is fine for our cattle, but our sheep can go right under this into the woods and back. And I mean, they will typically come back, but it encourages the dogs to get out and stuff. And so we wanted to clear it out and then just kind of reinforce some electric in this area. So it just works out a lot better for us. And then we should be able to walk our whole perimeter of our property and maintain it a lot easier. It looks like it actually was done at one point in time, so it's not completely not maintained at all. It probably was done at another time, and so it's just become time to clean it up again. And so like you can kind of see some of these areas where, you know, we've got like these big cedar trees and stuff that are right up against the fence line. Sometimes that's good for shelter from bad storms, or when it's really hot and sunny out. It gives them some shelter, but we have other plans for these areas, and the cedars can really get like out of control. Sean has actually taken up an old electric fence line that was run along the bottom at one point in time, and he's just removing that so that when they come to do this work, this won't be in the way. But you can see that there's some areas that are pretty overgrown. So as good as the cedars can be for certain things. No, you're going to hold on to that for Daddy. He has a plan for that, my dear.
You hold on to it.
Oh, yeah. So it also makes it really challenging when we are like stringing fence lines and there's cedars right up against the fence, because we're moving them from paddocks. It just is kind of a pain to try to run our lines and be ducking through all of this brush, and it doesn't make the lines work quite as well. Also, I noticed that the dogs come to this area of the property pretty frequently and guard against predators. So I think this is a section where, because it's so, just disguised, that foxes and other things can come in from this area a lot easier. No, not right now, Mary. Not right now. Don't put that in your mouth. And so being able to kind of reinforce our fences just, makes their job easier as well. They're great, but they do take off and go under the fence in this area quite often and chase stuff off. So we have also noticed that when we were the first year losing a lot of chickens, a lot of it was coming from this area that we discovered that there was really like a fox line, that there must be a family up here in the woods, and they would come all the way down here and they would go all the way down to where our chickens are, and we would just notice like chicken feathers, like they were just grabbing them from here. So they would watch from this area, see that when the chickens were out, and take off and grab them. And so this will help us to take care of that area a little bit more. Way down there, you can't see them with this video, is where we started planting peach trees. So we want to bring some peaches up in this area and do an alley of peaches. And so this actually will have other trees in this space eventually. And then further on, we want to do an apple, plant a lot of apples and other fruit trees. And so having less cedars in this area should help a bit with cedar apple rust disease, which is something that can affect your fruit trees. And so if we have a lot of cedars, we're just causing more problems with the fruit that we're growing for our family. So anyhow, lots of different reasons why we're going to be clearing and maintaining those fence lines. And so Bosco's on a tether that runs across this area. We have a few of them in different spaces because he's still learning how to respect fences and stuff. And he's only one, so he's still kind of in that goofy teenage stage. So although he's a wonderful dog, he still has no idea how big he is. So for reference, he's trying to play. It also gives Maisie a chance to kind of like get away when he gets to be too playful. So she can be like, okay, you're twice my size. That's enough. So she's probably about, I don't know, maybe 80 pounds. And so I'd say he's probably at least a good, he's got to be over 100 at this point. And he's not done growing. So we expect him to get somewhere around 120 pounds. And it gives her, some room. And when the kids are playing and stuff, they don't have to worry about him getting too playful and jumping. So while he's being trained, Bosco, come here, buddy. So he's a good boy, but oh, bud, take it easy. So you can see he can get a little rambunctious, and we're still working with him. Come here. Other way. Go around. Oh, buddy. Let's see if he figures it out on his own. He probably will in just a second. I've never seen him get too tangled or something. See, he figures it out. And she knows when to be like, okay, that's enough. They all get along, but.
Am I allowed near you, Mama?
So we're going to give them some space. So they're, oh my word. Anyhow, so that's what's going on with the fencing. They will help kind of get some of that energy out. So she'll come over and play with him at different points during the day. And then when she's had enough, she'll just kind of take a break and be like, all right. And it gives her the chance to, say, that's enough for me. But eventually he won't always be tethered. And it took her a while to sort of get used to him and be okay with him. She was pretty strongly bonded to Gus. And so now they've kind of reached a point where they're a lot more friendly with each other. And that's good because they'll end up being our primary, working team on the farm to keep the farm safe. So he's been a pretty heavy presence in this corner area where we did have a lot of predator activity, and we really haven't had an issue with that since he's been here. That's been great. So good dogs and good fences should make everything work a lot better. That's what we have planned coming up this week. The year of the fences. Hey, Miss Mary. Can you say, have a good day?